Hey guys, what is up? It is Jim here, and I finally have the AR-15 Socom carbine tutorial. So, if you guys do not know how to build this gun, then you go into the description. There will be a download file for the um, LED for this, so you will need a PC to actually be able to make this. So then you just open up this file, and you press building guide mode, and then you can start building it. So, um, as usual, I would recommend you guys to watch this video before you get started building. So, first off, we will go over the stock, which is just a normal stock. Everything should just be simple and self-explanatory. Other than the lever, you will need to remove the stock from its buffer tube, and then take a rubber band and just wrap it around here so that it's tight enough to hold this lever in place. If you don't do that, then this might just slip out and then just not hold your stock in place when you're trying to use it. So then when you put the rubber band on, you can just put it on and put it in any position you want to. The grip is attached with a pin. In real life I used two normal 1x2 pins, but it might be easier for you guys just to use a 1x4 rod. So you will want to take kind of this area off. So you want to take more or less these pieces on both sides off, along with the grip, and then quote-unquote force the pin in there. It will go in. It's just that it looks kind of impossible here. Kind of much like the Scorpion. If you haven't seen that, then you can go check that out. But it's kind of the same concept. So the rubber band attachment point is right inside here. So to put that onto the trigger, you, as usual, put the rubber band behind here, and it goes behind here. So then you loop it over the little rollers here, then over onto the pin. Make sure you use a small rubber band for this, since the attachment is almost right next to the trigger. So the fire selector should work as usual. Bolt catch as well should work as usual. In here, with the magazine release, you will need a spring. You will need one of these similar springs to the suspension pieces that LEGO has. So you will take the spring out of that and then put it onto this rod, and then put this whole thing back together. So the magazine will be clicked together just by putting these studs onto each other. And then it'll be angled, and if it is really unsturdy, you will need to use some tape to hide it. You can use tape on the front and back instead of on the sides. For the bolts, there is a rubber band attachment point right there, so we can go over to the other side and have a look. So the rubber band attachment point is right here, so depending on the size of your rubber bands, you might need to move this piece a bit further back. It will also reduce some friction. But yeah, depending on how strong you want it, you don't want it too strong, of course, because that's just going to break the whole thing. But you do want it to be strong enough to fight against any type of friction, so you can just kind of adjust this and move it back as you need to. And otherwise, you just have all your rails on each side. You can, of course, use other pieces than these ingot pieces. You can just use normal 1x2 tiles for the rails. And the muzzle brake here, it might look a bit weird here, but I will fix that before I post the file. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't think there's too much else to cover on this thing. If there are any issues that you guys end up coming up with, then just let me know in the comments, and I will try to help you. If I'm not able to help you, then I am sorry about that. Then there might just be a mistake that I will need to fix with the file. But now you know how to download it, now you know how to make it. So hopefully you will enjoy it, and I will see you guys. Goodbye.